Hi guys, my name is Himal Dahiya and I'll be teaching you guys how to solve Rubik's Cube. Okay. Now, solving the Rubik's Cube consists of many different steps and algorithms. So there are different steps, and as I solve this Rubik's Cube, I will tell you all the different steps that take place. Okay. So first we'll mix it up. So here, as you can see, we've mixed up the Rubik's Cube. Now the first and foremost, most important step is to realize that whatever the center color is, that's going to be the color of the whole face. Okay, so say for example this is blue here, so this whole face will become blue. Okay, so the center of the cube does not change. Okay, and that dictates the color of the whole side. Now the first step you have to do is find the center with yellow. So you see this yellow center right here. You need to make a plus of white around this yellow. Okay, so we'll first start by doing that, and as you can see, we've completed that. Now what your next task is to be able to solve these two sides, right? So I'll give you a better idea by solving it. So as you can see here, what we've basically ended up doing is making a white plus, and along with that, on each side of the plus we have basically created these two of the right color. So you can see this two are orange, these two are green, these two are red, or yes, red, and these two are blue, right? So once you do that, the next step we have to look into is completing the whole white face, and along with that we also need to complete the first layer. So this is the first layer, 1 2 3 and 4. So that's the first layer. So how we go about doing that is basically looking for the white pieces that are left, right? All these white pieces that are left to be put here, and we arrange them in a proper sequence so that we can complete the first layer. So I'll start by doing that, and we have to look for all these white pieces. You can't let any one of them be missed out. Okay, and as we see, okay, so that was fast. So we basically just completed the first layer, right? The first layer on each side is complete, as well as the white face is also complete. Now the second step is a bit more complicated. The second step is basically completing the second layer. Okay, the second layer is what we need to complete now. Now in order to do that, we need to hold the Rubik's Cube such that the white face is facing upwards, and then you look for pieces that do not consist of any yellow. Okay, so for example we have here, it's green and an orange, so that's a valid piece. So what you end up doing is moving this orange to the side of the orange. Okay, so here we go, it lines up with the orange, right? Now what we have to do is we have to apply an algorithm. Now this algorithm is something that you have to remember, and there's no other way around it. So what basically ends up happening is that you do this algorithm, and this green, this orange and green basically ends up right here, orange and green. So this orange green will be transmitted, or I'm not say transmitted, will be moved to this side. Okay, so now I'm going to apply the algorithm and show you. Okay, as you can see here, the orange and green has been moved here. So similarly we just repeat that same step over and over again, and we'll do that again. Okay, and when you get all the pieces completed, you're going to see that the whole second layer will be absolutely done, and we can move on to the next step. Okay, so all right, now you see the whole second layer is done. Okay, so now this is a big milestone. If you get up to this, then the next steps are kind of simple. Okay, now the next step basically consists of creating a plus on the top. Okay, plus of yellow. Okay, so it's a simple algorithm again. It's FRUF, and as you can see, we got all the yellow in place. It doesn't matter if you have more yellows, but you have to have the plus for the yellow. Okay, now the next step is to be able to complete this. This whole thing should be green, this whole thing should be orange, this whole thing should be blue, this whole thing should be red. Okay, now how are you going to do that? Again, there's an algorithm. First you line these up in the correct sequence. Okay, and then you apply the algorithm. And I'm going to do it one more time, and as you can see, it's all lined up. This whole green is lined up, the whole orange is lined up, the whole blue is lined up and all red is lined up. Now you need to get these pieces, the corner pieces, to be correct. Okay, now how are you going to do that? Again, another algorithm, and as you can see, all these pieces are correctly lined up. So basically the orange is on this side, green is on this side, and yellow is on top. So all these pieces basically dictate the three sides they're adjacent to. And if that's done, if all these three colors are actually adjacent to the sides, then that's a correct piece. Okay, so say for example here, this is blue is here, orange is here, and yellow is on top. It just means that we need to rotate it. So rotating this will actually make it complete. This is red, blue, yellow. This is already done. So now once you have the cube in this state, you have to apply the final algorithm until it's solved. Okay, so we're going to do that. And as you can see, after applying the algorithm 2 times, the whole cube is solved. So this is basically the different steps that are used to solve Rubik's Cube. Now I'm going to show you just the complete solving without waiting in between, just trying to solve it as fast as I can. Okay, now each of these steps actually and algorithms takes a long time to learn and master and be able to do quickly, right? So if you just watch through the video and you find it to be hard, or you're not able to understand what's going on, then you need to understand that each of these algorithms are actually something that you have to remember, and making them up is actually ingenious. It's really incredible, and if you can solve Rubik's Cube by yourself, that is you're a genius. Okay, so it's very, very hard, but you basically need to understand that these are the steps you're going to have to follow. And now I'll just show you how once you master all these steps, how you'll be able to solve the Rubik's Cube in I don't know, maybe under 1 minute. Okay, so we have this I've mixed it up to the best of my abilities. Okay, now we're going to start in all right, we'll start in 3, 2, 1, and we'll start now. Then the first layer, now the second layer. Okay, where's the red? Where's red? Okay, found the red. Okay, done with that. Shit. Okay. Where did it go? Where did it go? Here it is. Okay. And then we have the last one, please. Okay, so we see the second layer is completed. Now the plus on top, which will be done this way. Alright, there we go. So we solved it.